Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Real strong. Max Pryce from St. Louis.
I think I'm starting to develop a pretty good sense of how people perceive me when they meet me. For instance, a couple of years ago, I got a vasectomy because I'm part of the solution. And before my consultation, I was reading up about it online to see what to expect. And there was a medical website that said, depending on your doctor and their personal opinions on this procedure, expect to take some tests and evaluations and answer a series of questions from your doctor. Doc, I didn't have to do any of that, okay? I swear to God, they didn't even ask if I had any kids. They basically just took one look at me and were like, yeah, we also think it's best if you don't reproduce, actually. Yeah, don't worry, we saw your face tattoos as you were walking in, and we're gonna go ahead and fast track this procedure. This is a medical emergency for the sake of humanity, okay? And I get it, you know, like, I'm not an idiot, I know what I look like. You know, I've been clean for years, but I've still got that ex-addict, degenerate vibe, you know? I look like a halfway housemaid who wished to become a real boy. You know, that's sort of the energy I bring to the table, you know? But there's other ways to find out what people think of you. The internet is much more straightforward, you know? Like, people are ruthless on there. Like, they'll point out things about you that you never even thought of yourself. Like, a while back, I posted a clip of my stand-up online, and the clip was doing well, you know, I'm getting a lot of views and positive feedback, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And then some random guy in the comments just put, this dude looks like Ryan Gosling on meth. Yeah, there were like 50 replies to his comment, not one of them was in my defense, okay? Just all laugh emojis all the way down. That's a quick way to find out what people think of you, you know? As a single man, I try to do my part and be a good person and, you know, get checked for STDs semi-regularly. And, because let's be honest, I did not pay $900 for a vasectomy to keep wearing a condom like the rest of you nerds, okay? I'm a wild boy, but I'm cautious about it, all right? I go to the free clinic, because that's what my health insurance is willing to cover. Fun fact about the free clinic, you get what you pay for, okay? They are not excited to see you. They treat you like this is community service, like it was either this or jail time, okay? Quick bit of advice if you do decide to go, and please do, get there early, okay? Like, you don't want to be the 78th genitalia they've seen that day, all right? No one's excited to see their 78th genitalia of the day. My first time, I got there late, and I gotta say, it's pretty unnerving to drop your pants to a feminist with a scowl on her face, okay? She didn't say she was a feminist, but like, she had short, rainbow-colored hair, and I don't know much about feminism, but I'm pretty sure that makes her the leader, right? If I had to take a guess, I'd say that's probably what the crown looks like, you know what I mean? Just a different hair color for every opinion she has that would make a Republican have a seizure, you know? Her head's just an infinity stone gauntlet for the radical left. And I don't want that to sound like I'm anti-feminism, okay? I'm very pro-feminism. I fully support it. I think women should be allowed to hit as many curbs with their car as they want, okay? Or whatever it is they're fighting for. I don't know. I'm not like an active member. I just send a monthly donation to their spokesperson. What's her name? Ann Coulter. I send it to her. If you know who Ann Coulter is, you know that's the funniest thing I'll say all night. Alright, I'm kidding, guys. Obviously, I am an actual feminist, okay? Otherwise, what is the point of all this pussy I've been eating, alright? That's my contribution, alright? You can't punch down if you're going down. That's what my youth pastor taught me. So I didn't know what to expect, you know? And I will say, you know, you're never excited to find out that they're gonna jam something in your urethra, okay? They call it a Q-tip. Motherfucker, that is not a Q-tip, okay? A Q-tip is short with a cotton-padded tip. This looks like a pole vaulting stick with an abrasive tip. The second I caught a glance at that thing, my dick disappeared so fast, I thought it joined the witness protection program, okay? Just desperately trying to escape back inside of me and start a new life as a vagina, right? It has never been smaller than in this moment. But she's a professional, you know, she wrangles it into a headlock like it called her by the wrong pronouns, you know? And I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get too graphic with you guys, but I also need you to understand my trauma. Do you remember at the very beginning of the pandemic in quarantine, when you had to drive through some of the, like a tent so a dude with a hazmat suit could test you, and they took that stick and they just went aggressively, forcefully deep and just like really explored the area? You guys remember that? Yeah, she thought my dick had COVID, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But that's not all. No, there was more. Billy Mays wasn't finished yet. Because then what she does, she takes the stick, twists it, and yanks it out real fast like she's rip starting a lawnmower. Jesus Christ, what are you, unclogging a shower drain? Like, you know we're just testing for an STD, not trying to clean it out, right? Like, this bitch pulled out a kidney stone from the future. Okay, I was so mad. Got me contorting like the chick from The Exorcist on that table, which, by the way, is a great indicator of your pain threshold, by the way. Like, you know you're hurting if you look like you're about to win a game of Twister, you know what I mean? So finally she's done. I regained consciousness and sit up real fast, like I just got unplugged from the Matrix, you know, feeling different. She could not care less about this being the most excruciating feeling I've ever felt. I leave that place and I swear an oath of celibacy. The problem with that is no one's holding you to that oath, okay? You're just supposed to be a man of your word. So needless to say, about 6 months later and an undisclosed amount of partners later, I decided to go get checked again because it's the right thing to do and because it stings when I pee. So, I'm kidding. I wouldn't be telling this joke if I was dirty, all right? I wouldn't. So anyways, well, I head back to the trap house, you know, and I think it's going to be the same experience as the first time, so I'm hyperventilating the whole way there, okay? I have sweat enough to change weight classes by the time I'm up on that operating table, just awaiting to undergo minor surgery without anesthesia. The door opens. This time, it's a different woman. One hair color. This lady with the gentle, tender, loving care of someone attending to a stray rescue puppy, just boop, and done. And I was like, that's it? She goes, yeah, that's it. I go, you don't need to like jam it way up in there? She goes, no, that's not necessary. So who the fuck was that first bitch that decided to fucking torture me like a hostile victim? I was like, ma'am, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think you have someone with a vendetta working here, okay? Like, have you seen any anti-male manifestos lying around the office? Because you got someone on phase 2, all right? Maybe perk up your ears for someone around the office using the word patriarchy in a derogatory sense, all right? Now, I will say this, though. I will say this. If that was her plan, I'm fucking proud of her, all right? That's a feminist icon right there, all right? All these other bras have been just strolling up and down the sidewalk with picket signs. This lady said, fuck that. I'm taking matter into my own hands, literally. Okay, I'm gonna change shit from the inside, literally, all right? She made her mark one by one. Like, make you think twice about shoving your dick inside a woman. It's fucking incredible, man. I love her for that. I don't even want to imagine what happened to the poor souls that had her the week they overturned Roe v. Wade, okay? You know she walked up to work that day like, in the name of Hillary Clinton, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and the WNBA. Just Sparta kicked the doors open with a chainsaw revving, like a pro-abortion Leatherface, speaking in tongues or whatever language they speak. All right, I'm Max Pryce. Thanks, guys.
You can sit on Anthony's lap if you want
Dude, it's gonna be like, for people who don't think, this dude just killed with no people. It's like, I have no idea how that's gotta be hard to perform like that. Like, was that natural just doing that still, even without a crowd, basically?
Well, I just, I know there you go. I know the jokes, so I mean, it's crowd or not, I know how the jokes go. So
it's still like on point.
I'm just gonna have to, I just have to pretend they were there. That's fine. But those are new bits that I'm working on. So more of it's just trying to. I'm still just like figuring out the pacing and the body language and everything.
Well, your mic was fine the entire time, and now
I know. What the hell? Whatever. All right, maybe I just need to hold it in one place.
What are you spraying over there?
So are these real stories, or are they just like shit you just think's funny? Or
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I never. Yeah, that's the thing. People always ask me if I'm just like making shit up. Like I am a storyteller comedian. That's what I do. All of my stories are completely true. Like there's a reason I am a storyteller comedian. It's because I've just had a very crazy life, and I have a lot of crazy stories to tell. So it just kind of came naturally to me. That's kind of the style of comedy that I just naturally progressed into, was because I just have so much material for that I just helping that. But I never make up stories. Obviously as a comic, sometimes you gotta embellish like little certain details to make it more fun, or twist the ending a little bit. But I never like make up a story. Everything I tell on stage is completely true.
Yeah, I feel like I could relate to your bits a little bit too much. I was like, dude, I remember like getting a vasectomy, like I had a flat out fucking panic attack on the table. Because like I knew the guy through like my father-in-law, he was like my father-in-law's friend that was doing it, and I was like, this is real awkward, because I was like, see you at deer season.
Yeah, I don't think I would like it. I think I would have been a little fucked up if I knew the person. I don't know if I want that.
Well, it wasn't, I hadn't met him before, but then I met him again at like, we went to go like to the farm to go deer hunting and everything, and he was there like, what's up, bro? Like it's like a chick you didn't like want to hook up with, but you did anyway because you're lonely or something.
You just like see this guy, like that guy's seen my dick.
Shouldn't that be a HIPAA violation? Like getting
Like, I know
getting
my
a medical procedure from someone who knows you? It's like, I don't know if I want that.
It was the same thing like you were saying, like my dick like shook up my body, and like when it happened, it like the same thing with like getting an STD test, like going for that before and shit like that. Like it's just like my dick's we're gonna disappear now. See ya.
Oh, dude, every single time you have to be like, it's not normally like this, I swear.
They like try to fluff it up a little bit before they come in, and it's like 64 degrees in there. Your dick's like, no, we're gonna chill.
This never happens.
It's been a while, I don't know.
So how long have you been doing comedy now? Like a decade almost or more?
It'll be 11 years in February.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
You said you ran the Funny Bone or managed there.
So I mean, I used to be on the business side of things as well. I used to produce a showcase for the Funny Bone. Not like I wasn't like booking the Funny. I wasn't like running the Funny Bone. I just sort of like an independent contractor. I produced a show for them. That ran once a month.
You're headlining in November, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm headlining the Funny Bone in St. Charles, the St. Charles location, November 14th through the 17th.
That's fucking awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I've been headlining clubs for a few years now, so that's like I love that club. Like it's I don't know, the crowd, like the energy in that club is so awesome. Like I mean, St. Charles just like has like really cool audiences. Like I feel like every time I perform there, like 90% of the shows that I've done there is like everyone comes in just so they're respectful, they have great energy, they're there to laugh, like they just like want to be a part of it, but they're not being shitty. So every once in a while you get a late night show where people are coming in drunk and they'd be ridiculous, but I mean that's everywhere, But in general, I love the St. Charles crowds. They always are really fun, and they're just like there to laugh, and they don't get offended, and they just like they love everything no matter like because like I make fun of like kind of both sides of the fence. So And that they're like, those are the crowds that like, they just like, they're there for everything. Like they understand that like, this is comedy, we're here to just have, you know, whatever, just have fun and laugh. And they're like, they're always down with everything that I tell and talk about. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like, I haven't actually been to the Funny Bone in St. Charles. Like, I guess I usually go to Helium lately. Is where I've been. Like, it seems like that every time I go to a show that's worth been.
That's where I am this weekend, yeah.
I just saw Sam Hyde there. That was awesome. Like,
Do what?
Sam Hyde was just there. That was awesome. Like,
Oh, really? I think I saw that he was. It was just like a one night thing.
yeah, he had a couple shows that night. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. It was a one
He
night.
was in
game.
Kansas City, so he came out here too. I think that was awesome.
Yeah. That was a
Like,
fun, yeah, it was a fun show.
so-
I mean, yeah, they bring some
Shit's fun.
they bring some really big names, really great people in there, and I love that club too. I mean, we have a great club scene here. The independent scene has continued to struggle since the pandemic. Definitely, like before the pandemic, we had a really like thriving independent scene that was getting better and better, and then it just was just sort of unlucky. Like obviously, you know, everywhere, all the shows were shut down during the pandemic, and then whenever this guy's fucking losing his mind over here, man. Hell yeah. Are you good? You're right now? Oh my god, that's a fat ass fucking doobie right there. Look at that thing. They fucking rolled up the Bible to fucking smoke that thing.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's DMT in there.
Oh, no shit. Let me get on that. Yeah, I love all the clubs here. I mean, you got two Funny Bones, both are great and thriving. Helium, you know, and they're both like separated enough in different areas that like, you know, none of them really compete with each other.
Right.
You know, they all do well. You know, so
There's so many fucking comics right now, so you can, I mean, I imagine they, you know, may not be like the biggest act, but like I feel like just about everybody's coming through at some point in time.
yeah. There's yeah, I mean, with three clubs to do so, I mean, there's very few people that like you could be like a fan of that's like even decently big that like you're not gonna see here at some point. Because like even when we don't like they're not at the clubs, you know, like maybe if they're a little bit like bigger than that or just a little bit under that, you have venues where, you know, like I'm opening for a friend of mine who's like kind of in the middle. He's at the old Rock House, you know. It's like it's a one show, one night thing, but he's sold out there. You know, it's like you can have like those one night, one show, smaller, like more intimate venues, you know, or you can, you know, can see people at the pageant or the Fox or, you know, it's like whatever. There's something for like every level of, you know, like popularity that a comic has.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to see great comedy here.
Yeah, I was like, I really want to make a trip down to Austin again, but I feel like it's gonna be like near. I need to like buy tickets so I get to go to anything I want to go like probably 6 months in advance.
Oh, it's insane. So I was headlining a weekend at one of the other clubs there, and is this like part of the thing? Is that
He's releasing
that's like he's like the kind of the Hannibal Buress to your Eric Andre. Is that what's going on here? It's just he kind of reminds me of the clown guy in Slipknot. He's just kind of fucking off doing his own thing. He's not really part of the show. He just sort of
We told him
distracts.
he couldn't do stand-up, so that's what he decided to do.
All right, this is the best you're gonna give him. Okay. You get this guy a fucking barrel, he's gonna beat the shit out of it.
Oh, he's gonna put on a gift match. We're gonna rate him later.
Anyways.
So you just released a special too, right? Like on Amazon?
Yeah. So I just released a special with Amazon Prime. It's called Lost in the Sauce, and yeah, it's available on Amazon. It's streaming on Amazon Prime. If you have that, go check it out.
Fuck yeah.
And
What was it again?
It's called Lost in the Sauce.
Lost in the Sauce.
Yeah.
Where'd you
And,
record this at?
I filmed it at St. Charles Funny Bone, actually.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I knew as soon as they like came to me and asked, you know, like wanted to do a special and like asked where I wanted to do it, I was like, oh, I know exactly where I'm doing it, because like that's just the energy, and I can just, you know, when that room is sold out, the energy in there is just so awesome, and I'm just a huge fan of that room, so I just did it right there, and you know, especially with, you know, like having them. Obviously, the majority of my fan base is in St. Louis. It's just way easier to sell out shows there and stuff, you know. So I knew I could sell out a few shows and have multiple opportunities to tape and, you know, get it. But what was awesome is we nailed it on the very first show. For like literally was like we didn't even have to use anything from any of the other shows. We just used the first show.
Nice.
I'm from O'Fallon, so I love that you did something here, man. It's awesome. Like honestly, like it's cool that like a comedy special is recorded in St. Charles. It's dope. Like I mean, to me that's fucking dope. Like.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Lost in the Sauce. I'll have to check it out.
And if you do watch it, if you enjoy it, please, on Amazon Prime you can rate and review it. And with Amazon Prime, the algorithm, like it's based on views, ratings, and reviews. So like it's like 3 factors. So like if you watch it and give it a good rating and review, they like bump in the algorithm more, and like people can actually, they'll actually promote it to people that aren't, That's the thing, is that like I wanted to maintain full ownership of the special. So Amazon doesn't own any of it, and like when a streaming service doesn't own what your special, they're not gonna they don't give a fuck about promoting it or pushing it, So like right now it's like you mostly just have to be actively like searching for it to find it. It's not just gonna pop up on the shit or whatever. But after a certain, like I just released it a few weeks ago, so it's still in the early stages. But after it's getting some good, it's getting good feedback, and it's getting like a nice pop, because I've had a few of my friends that are comics that I tour with and stuff have very, very large Instagram and TikTok followings, and they're promoting it for me. So it's it's steadily increasing. But after a certain amount of views and good ratings and reviews, then it'll like they'll actually be like, all right, we'll show this to people and shit.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing with music. Like it's just different platforms, obviously. Like just trying, like, you can dump shit on Spotify, but you trying to get people to actually listen to it is a whole other story.
Right. So if you want to see what he just did in front of an audience and better, like check out his special, like Lost in the Sauce. If you watch this at home or wherever you're at, comment on it, like rate it, whatever.
Yeah, those jokes.
Share it to your Facebook, share it in a bunch of groups, spam it out there, make this guy rich.
Yeah, those jokes aren't even on the specials. You got all new stuff. I have different shit since then. So
I imagine this guy will put links in there or something.
Links, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you should watch this. We already did that. Yeah, links in the description of all that stuff. His special will be there, and then tickets to the Funny Bone to November what?
November 14th through the 17th.
November 14th through 17th. Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, get your tickets ahead of time. The first Friday show and the 2 Saturday shows are like probably definitely going to sell out at least the day of. So.
Congrats, it's fucking awesome, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate
people
it.
do that shit around here, man. That's awesome. Seeing people do shit,
Yeah, funny shit. I can definitely tell you've been doing it for a while, so.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I think we opened for pro wrestlers. I seen this guy like 10 years ago. Like we opened for like pro wrestlers and guys from the office.
I've opened for everything under the sun, man. I've opened for bands. I've opened for wrestlers. Fucking act like random.
Who was the wrestler? Like Rob
actors.
Van Dam. I think we opened for Rob Van Dam.
It was the show that we did was. Are you talking about the one at Pops?
Yeah, I think we did it. Pops.
It was the guy from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Whatever.
Caveman guy.
The guy that played
that
Bubbles.
was the weirdest shit I've ever been a part of. Dude.
Wasn't that a hot dog?
It wasn't even he wasn't even doing stand up. He was just doing he was acting out shit from Trailer Park Boys, and then like playing that character, and then he was he had these random girls with him that he was doing karaoke with, and then you said there was a hot dog thing. It was the fucking weirdest
Karaoke and a hot dog.
It was the weirdest shit I've ever been a part of, dude.
Is that the guy that played Bubbles?
No, it's the guy that he played the greasy caveman. I forget how Sam's.
The guy who's fucking one of their moms or whatever.
Yeah, the guy that never wears a shirt. Is that what you're talking about?
I didn't watch the show, man. I don't know.
I
know the guy's
watched
name's Sam. I know he's the caveman. I know that for sure. He was cool. He was fun to talk to. He was nice. But
he was out of his fucking mind, though. he was a strange human.
That was a weird show. That was like 10 years ago, so he's been doing it probably, you said 11 years now. That's crazy.
Yeah, it'll be 11 in February. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
That was interesting.
It's just good to see people around here do that, man. Actually do something, be able to sell on a club like that, or have a special. I like seeing that, man. I like seeing people from around here do that instead of everyone pretend they're from Los Angeles or Atlanta or Austin or just wherever the fuck, It's no, I'm from this place. It's fuck off. You're from somewhere else. I mean, it's I like that you build up in your own backyard. That's what I'm trying to say. I respect that also. I think that goes longer. I think it's longer term, success.
Yeah, I mean, luckily this is a good city that if you work hard enough, people want to support the local talent and stuff. So people have been really good to me. So I've been here a while. I mean, I generally speaking, I used to be, at least I was on the road every weekend. I had to take emergency full custody of my son earlier this year and cancel a 3-month tour. I was on the first week of a 3-month tour. There was an incident and I had to fly home, take full custody of my son, and cancel 3 months tour days. So I'm like, so right now I'm just like, I went back to my day job. They let me come back and work full time again, and then I'm just doing local shows right now.
When can you tour again?
Well, that's a great question.
That's
what I'm trying to figure out, man.
How old your son?
He's 9.
9? Okay.
Yeah. So I got.
Can you tour yet? Can you open for you?
Dude, he's actually funny as fuck, honestly. He surprises me every single day, man. He's actually, like, if he wanted to, man, he could absolutely be a comic one day. Like, he surprises me with how funny he is.
Double down, get the feature money and the headliner money.
He roasts the fuck out of me, also. Like, he's such an asshole, and he knows how to do it. Because he used to, when he was younger, he used to have to come up to the Funny Bone with me and just like sit in the corner while I would do shows and stuff. And he would just kind of be there while, like, you know, it's like when comics are hanging out, like you literally, all you do talking to each other is just make fun of each other and talk shit. You know, it's just like that's how you talk to each other. And so he just sort of like absorbed that, he absorbed that and learned it, and now he uses it against me all the time. He's also a crazy prankster. He last year he gets in trouble at school like every fucking week. And last year a little girl he didn't like shushed him, and he has this thing in his head that if you get him in any way, he has to get you back like tenfold. So a little girl shushed him in class, and that like pissed him off because like it was like quiet time. Him and a friend were goofing off, and she shushed him. He got so mad at that he waited until arts and crafts time and snuck up behind her and cut a giant chunk of her hair off with scissors. And then he went into the bathroom and flushed it down the toilet. And I didn't know why he did it. Like, I asked him, I was like, why did you flush the hair down the toilet? And I swear to God, he goes, in case they were able to reattach it. I was like, damn, dude, you hate this bitch. Like, that is insane. It's like, what are you, the fucking mafia? It's like, that's some wild shit. So he's just like, he's a prankster. He's just got this like naturally just ridiculous mindset. So, but it's annoying because like I get a call from the principal constantly. I have to do all these meetings and shit. He's a great kid until he gets to school and he becomes a fucking demon. He's just like, I just look like a bad parent because he's just fucking insane. But he's
were you
a
like
cool
that as a
kid.
kid too? Like were you like a troublemaking kid? Like.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I was always mean, but he's literally like, my kid, dude, I swear, he's my fucking mini-me. He's literally just a clone of me. And like, he's also my karma because I grew up getting in trouble, you know, at school all the time. And I mean, my poor mother in my teenage years had to talk to so many cops and doctors. I mean, my mom was constantly talking to cops and doctors for me in my teenage years. Dude, I feel so bad. I feel so bad now. And I mean, she's a saint for putting up with me for my teenage years. But now, you know, I've got this little fucking demon. Like I'm paying for it. But he's a cool kid, and if he wants to, he'll be way more successful than me in comedy because he's already got it figured out. But yeah,
pass down.
Yeah, starting that young too. I mean, starting at 9 or something would be crazy. I mean, that's the thing that like it's like mixed feelings and like a child star thing. You know, it's like. They just ruin their life, just set them up forever. You know, it's like, and then it's one or the other. It's like
I don't know. Being able to do public speaking in general is a good thing to have because most people can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
No one's meant. I mean, it's insane. Honestly, I think it's crazier when a child star grows up and they're normal as an adult. You know, Hillary Duff is one of like the very few. Like you like see like she like her. She's just like a normal person. She's got like, you know, a family and kids, and she's just like she's never in the news for anything. She's just kind of doing her thing. It's like everyone else that had like Amanda Bynes, you know, it's like they got, which like understandable. Not only like
you can't recognize her anymore. Like she looks like a totally different person.
Well, yeah, she got, you know, I mean, all that shit came out and found out she was getting, you know, abused as a child. You know, like
that fat guy with the weird haircut.
Yeah, Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider, yeah. Dan Schneider.
Well, and a lot of those kids were, but like I think like hers was like really bad, and it's sad because like she was like a comedy fucking prodigy as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, dude, she like that's like if you actually go back, like it's for kids basically, but like if you go back and watch the Amanda Bynes show, you're like, that's like this is funny shit. Like she knew what she like she knew what she was doing as a kid. Like she was funny, man. She would have been an absolute star. But it's like, when not only does like being famous that young like make you like, it's like you don't learn how to be a real person. You know, it's like you don't even have the opportunity to. So it's like you know, what do you expect them to be like? So on that, and on top of the fact that they're getting abused behind the scenes, it's like, of course they're gonna lose their goddamn mind. It's like, what do you expect to happen?
Well, I feel like just like at any point you get like a bunch of money, like whatever the worst part of you there could be is probably gonna come out. Like, so I mean, if you get that like as like a little kid or something like that, when you have like your brain isn't even fully developed, and then you just turn into a crazy person. They're like, and everybody's like handing you drugs, like, oh, you want to be famous, right? Go to the parties.
Yeah,
famous people.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different factors that it's like, why you can't like be surprised when they like go off the rails. It's like of course they did. Like they didn't learn how to be a regular human being. It's like they didn't, especially because when you're famous, you have all yes people around you. So they didn't have like, you know, like their friends in high school being like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like you're a fucking, you know, it's like you need like friends or like people in high school to like be like,
the most pretty talented person ever.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, being told yes your whole life, like since you're a kid, it's like of course you're gonna. And then that means like you have no tolerance for like shit. So the second something goes wrong, you're gonna fucking lose your mind. You know?
And then they like read about themselves on Twitter, like, oh, I'm a dumb cunt, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you know the things that you needed to hear from your friends or from like someone in school growing up, you get from millions of people online, and you're like, you know, that's a lot. You know?
I don't even remember going to P Diddy's party. Like, what the fuck?
They were probably the victim.
Like, oh, you want to be famous, right?
Someone like Amanda Bynes could, like, if she wasn't fucked up from all that, like, could probably tour constantly.
Oh,
she
would absolutely be like one of the biggest names in Hollywood as far as comedy is concerned. I mean, her sketches on that show, because she was, you know, a bit like, obviously they had writers and stuff, but she also had like a say in like, you know, the sketches, and you know, she was the one acting them out. Like she was very bright future.
The only one that's really successful from that time frame is like Keenan. Like, he was like the fat one. I guess he was like unfuckable, I guess. It was like by the standard, because he's the only one on like SNL and shit that's not like fucked up. Like,
yeah.
It's like Kel was way funnier. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that is, wow, that's harsh. he's okay because he was unfuckable.
It was saved.
To be fair, Kel was like he was on crack by the time he was like 16.
But Kel was funny. I thought Kel was funny.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
he turned out okay. He's doing well.
Like, Keenan was like the least funny person on the show. Now he's on SNL. So that's crazy to me.
I feel like he probably got typecasted in like being retarded.
He's like uncancelable. He's like he never says anything that's not safe. He's uncancelable too. No. He just like agrees and like stuff. I don't know. He's not as funny as others. I mean, Amanda Bynes is way funnier. Like fucking like all those people were way funnier.
Dude, the whole like the judge, bring out the dancing lobsters. That was a funny ass recurring sketch. Like I still think about sketches from that show. Like,
how old are you?
31.
Okay, so you're a little bit young. Okay. So the Amanda Show was like a big thing after. Like, I'm like 38. Like that was like at the end of like it was the end of like it was getting big, and then like it got big for you guys probably like that Jerry. So that was a huge fucking show. I mean.
Yeah.
And then like hella spin-offs and shit. I mean that's peak childhood right there. Like it's fun.
What's what?
That's just peak childhood. Like that, like the attitude era of like wrestling was like peak childhood.
Yeah, we had like Hannah Montana, and then she just like.
That was after me. That was probably when we were
That was after me. It was like just after me.
Oh, okay. That's well, yeah. I think we're gonna bring up some more comedians and stuff like that. But dude, thank you for fucking.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
What was your special call again? Did I shut down again so people download that?
Oh, Amazon Prime. So Max Pryce, Pryce. Price. Everyone thinks it's with an I, but it's with a Y. Lost in the Sauce on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great,
Thank you guys.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Next we have that was Max Pryce again. He's doing the funny bone. Also, details in the description. Details if you want to click links rather than Google stuff. It's all below in the description. We have another comedian for you guys. Khamandi. He's from Chicago and he's going to do his set for us.
What's going on, fellas? First, I want to start this off by saying a big shout out to Anthony Rock for having me. Thank you. And another big shout out to all the white people out there. I fucking love you guys. Grew up with white people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said, "Woo, we got one white guy behind the camera." We have no. Actually, I'm the only black guy up in here, so everybody else. Pretty white. Look, yeah, you're right, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man, big shout out to y'all, man. I went to school with you guys, went to college, you know what I'm saying? It was a pretty fun time for me, you know. All you motherfuckers, like, what I learned about white people and black people, like, you know, black people, we got our own type of slang, but white people definitely got their own slang too. When I used to hang out with the white frat boys that I used to go to school with, all they would say is this fucking shit, saw, dude. That's all they say, fucking saw, dude. Anything I ask them, I'll be like, dude, where your bathroom at? Saw. Can I fuck you, bitch? Saw, dude. So yeah, I fuck with white people, man. Only thing I don't fuck with too much is like y'all cookouts, you know what I'm saying? White people make a lot of casserole. All they just is casserole everything. Green bean casserole, string bean casserole, casserole. Like how many fucking casseroles is it? Yeah, so it's tough. It's tough going to white people cookouts, but I still love it. I also don't know what the fuck cottage cheese is, but white people love it, so. Like this one girl I was dating, you know what I'm saying? Cause like before I tell you about this one girl I was dating in cottage cheese, the thing is, white people, we have a word now for you guys, and it's really directed at the women, and it is called Karen. And I fucking love this word. Fuck Karens. Every time I see a white woman, she look a little bit racist. I'm like, what's up, Karen? She'd be like, who the fuck are you calling Karen? I'd be like, you. I'd be like, you, bitch. Okay, hold on. You hear me? All right, cool. Hopefully this one don't malfunction. But yeah, anyways, they'd be like, who the fuck are you calling Karen? I'd be like, you, bitch. But it's okay though. I tried dating a Karen one time. You know what I'm saying? We settle our differences. This whole N-word Karen shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time, it'd be crazy though. She ate cottage cheese with everything. She had like a plate of spaghetti casserole, cottage cheese next to it, watermelon, cottage cheese next to it. It was on a nightstand one time right when we was finna fuck. And I was like, what the fuck she finna do with that? She ate it off my nipple though. I was like, you know what? I actually like cottage cheese now. Nah, fuck with y'all though, man. I feel like when I get high, I can tell white people anything. Like this one girl walked up to me, she said, dude, what do you do for a living? I was like, bitch, I'm a rapper. She was like, rapper? Oh my God. You have a SoundCloud, a YouTube? I said, bitch, SoundCloud, YouTube. I rap sandwiches at Jimmy John's. What the fuck? See, I know what white people like. Y'all like Jimmy John's. Extra turkey tom, extra mayo, no tomato. I know what the fuck it is. Yeah, man, I fucking love white people. I love my black people too though, man. You know what I'm saying? What I will say about my black people, we are never bored. You feel what I'm saying? Like, never bored. When the pandemic happened, right at the end of that motherfucker, what black people get outside and start doing? They started stacking crates on top of each other and it was walking across them bitches and falling and shit. I was like, yep, black people are stupid. Go in the house, play spades or something, read, and do some educational shit, you know what I'm saying? We all dangerous and shit. Like, anytime black people get around, you get into it with a black person. They be like, you keep talking this shit, I'm gonna go get my cousins. That's how you know some shit about to go down. When they be like, they gonna go get their cousins, that means some gangster shit about to go down. Whole lot of guns and shit. See, what I've learned about that situation, if I ever got there, because I know what everybody's scared of, and correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody's scared of spiders. You ain't scared of spiders? There must be some white people shit, I don't know. Mexican people shit, you won with the spider. Okay, yeah. Let me tell you something. If a spider went across this guy's face, the cameraman's face right now, he just, what the fuck is that? All day, nigga. He just turned right into Usher. He ain't even gonna be able to stop moving, nigga. Like, God damn. Your friend walk up to you, what's wrong with your cousin? Nigga, the spider touched my nose earlier. Like, if somebody robbing you right now, like, if a spider touched him, like, you gonna get away. Because he gonna drop that gun. He gonna drop that gun. That's all I'm saying. So anytime some shit go down, I just keep my spiders in a little mason jar just in case shit get real. I just untwist that bitch and just throw it out and niggas just get to dance and shit. Oh shit, nigga, he got spiders. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm like the neighborhood Spider-Man. That's what it is. I'm the new neighborhood Spider-Man. So just to let everybody know. Spiders are crazy, man. You ever, like, let Let me ask you this, cameraman. What if you walked in your house and there was like 3 spiders holding your kids hostage? What the fuck you gonna What the fuck you gonna do like this? I ain't like them kids, no way. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Y'all can hide them. Yeah, man, y'all. I got a big phobia with spiders, but I'm trying to become one with it. Like I said, anytime this shit go down, like the biggest thing is like I hate kids. And you know what? I know I say I hate a lot of things, but yeah, I hate kids. Cause kids walk up to you and think they can just make fun of your name. Like my name, Khamandi. And that's, you know, that's a funny name to fuck with. But kids, they get all in there. They be like, what he say his name was? Gandhi. Khamandi. It'd be a stupid, smart, joking kid in the back. He be like, no, he said his name is Jumanji. Like, bitch, I'll beat your ass. Don't be playing with my name like that. I know I talk about a lot of shit that I hate, but I can talk about some things I like. I like big women. What about y'all, fellas? Y'all like big women? Big women are lovely. Go over their house, the Wi-Fi on, it work. That means Netflix and chill's gonna be busting. You feel what I'm saying? Netflix and chill with a big woman. The food ready, it's hot, tastes good. You feel what I'm saying? And when you go over a big woman's house, she always got weed. She always got weed for her brother. Be rolled up, or you can roll it up yourself. Big women always talk about other big women. I love that shit. She be like, you talking about that fat bitch Shanice up the street? Like, but you, anyways. Yeah, I love big women. I think it's just very important when you cuddle with big women, they have to be mindful of my weight and size. I am 150 pounds. So that means when we cuddle, you can't just put your leg on me all night and think we finna just sit here all night. Bitch, I'm turning pink. You see this shit? Get your leg off of my ass. Just let me wrap my hands around yours and we gonna be good. The whole night. Yep. I like cartoons. I'm a real like 2000 Cartoon Network type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the good shit. Like, remember Johnny Bravo? Johnny Bravo was the shit. He used to do that little dance, do the monkey with me. What we didn't know was he was the pervert. He was a pervert though. You see him hugging on, come here little mama. Like pervert ass. Powerpuff Girls was my shit. I don't give no fuck what y'all got to say, white people. Y'all like Powerpuff Girls, you watch that shit. Buttercup was my nigga, let me tell you. Anytime the phone rings, she like, who the fuck dead, nigga? Where she at? Let's go whoop his ass. I was like, yeah, I fuck with Buttercup. But my favorite all-time one though, it was Ed, Eddie. You remember Ed, Eddie, cameraman? He said, nah, I'm too old. You say you remember? Okay, we got some country white boys in the back. Remember Ed, Eddie? Okay, all right. You remember Ed? Remember the tall one? He had to laugh. He was like, he do a little run with I fucking love that shit. I use that laugh in my everyday life. My baby mama hit me up last week. She was like, you ain't pay your child support last week, nigga. I was like, fuck them kids. That's all I'm saying. Our probation officer hit me up, nigga, you failed your drop. I was like, we gotta take you in. Catch me if you can, bitch. Catch me. Catch me if you can. Oh, shit. No, but I really hate kids, though, man. Like, especially little girls. Like little girls think they can just walk up to you and say whatever the fuck is on their mind when they daddy around and shit. Like, this one little bitch gonna walk up to me and say, fuck you, Anthony, don't be judging me. This one little bitch gonna walk up to me and say, you bout skinny as a crackhead. I said, who the fuck? This bitch was 2 years old. How the fuck she even know what a crackhead looks like? I ain't have nothing to come back with because I'm pretty thin, nigga. I was like, shit, she got me, fuck. I looked at the little 2-year-old square in the eyes and said, bitch, that's why Santa Claus ain't real. Got her, y'all, got her. Now, it was my daughter, but understand, don't be judging me. Fuck y'all, don't be judging me. My daughter had to figure it out. My daughter gonna get mad at me and say, you think that's funny, nigga? I'm finna go get my cousins. They all pulled up on me. My homie like, what the fuck you finna do? I said, nigga, I got this John Spiders back here. Watch this. Anyways, man, my name is Khamandi Johnson. I appreciate y'all having me on here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. You got a great set, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. How long have you been doing comedy?
So officially, I've been doing comedy for about 6 years.
Oh, damn. Okay.
But when I started just talking on mic stuff, I was hosting shows when I was in college about 8 years. So,
Right.
you know, slanging jokes, but taking comedy serious about 5 years, but slanging jokes for about 8,
Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I liked how you looked like you were surprised that you're into big girls.
Yeah. You was like, wait a minute, we all got 5 women. Fuck is he talking about? It's like, damn, just me. Okay, all right. Big women, I love y'all. If y'all out there watching.
So what got you into comedy? Like, what made you start?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, rock bottom, I said, just being at rock bottom one day,
It's like, well, you gotta joke about it at some point.
Yeah, as a guy, I was it was like my last year of college, I was sleeping on my home floor, working a night job, and all my life I was kind of hearing people tell me I should do comedy, but I never believed in myself. I'm like, you talking about shit Kevin Hart nigga? I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I was just situational funny, just in parties and stuff, but I went to an open mic at the school one time. Big shout out to Illinois State University, one of my old universities I used to be at. But went to an open mic where people just hang out. Got up there and told some jokes, and rest is history.
Nice, man.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, we did that weed festival. That was our
That was dope.
That was a fun shit, dude. Like, it's weird talking to people that are super stoned versus super drunk. Like, it's like
I was one of those super stoned people out there.
Dude, no, I was too. It's weird when the audience is like super fucking stoned instead of super drunk.
Yeah.
They're less like loud and rowdy. They're just like staring at us.
That's the one we did was dope.
That was fun.
First of all, when I showed up, I was high off mushrooms, and the sun was beating ass that day. Like it was so hot.
Yeah.
But when we did the show, it was dope as fuck. It was like on like a back patio.
Yeah.
Wait, so you did a show on mushrooms?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, how many mushrooms are we talking?
I ain't go crazy. I microdose myself.
Oh, okay. I was like, because like every time I do mushrooms, like my wife and I will split like a quarter.
Yeah.
Like we don't fuck around. Like we're like, no, we're gonna get fucked up a little bit.
I would do about 2.5 grams.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm so bad at comedy on mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like I've tried it just to like be like, oh, I'm gonna do this on the mushrooms, and I just suck so bad.
I'm learning,
I just
man.
don't even care.
I'm learning to do more sober shows, but
No, if it works, it works, man.
But the only thing I would say, like when I was off the mushroom at his show, this me and the son we was just fighting. We was fighting the whole time. I actually went out there with no shirt on and did comedy. And let me tell you, like they was like far away too. They was like real stuff.
And like lawn chairs.
Yeah.
Like just like
chilling.
gather around like lawn chairs.
Like 2 miles away, just chilling, listen to niggas slang jokes and shit.
Staring into your soul because they're stoned as fuck.
We yelling jokes. I'm up there, motherfucker. Like, I hate kids.
There's like a sound.
They was laughing though. It was just like you just had to hear it. Like, okay, all right, cool. They there. They in it.
It just takes that long for the sound to get there.
Yeah. It took.
Like you can see him laughing before you can hear him. Yeah.
Hey, we had a great time though, Anthony. Thanks for.
Dude, yeah, that was fun, man.
A lot of have fun activities going on. Okay, I see you want to get in the races right now. Give me a toy car, nigga. We can race around this bitch.
That was the Missouri Marijuana Festival. I think that was what that was called.
Yeah. A lot of good weed out there.
Yeah, it was just in the middle of like this like weird makeshift town.
Yep. It was like when you was riding through those mountains, it was like little bitty ponds and shit full of white people, and then you just disappear into the woods again.
Like you just described like paradise for me. I'm like, I'm my own little town.
No, it was like that.
Most of it, and that was the sheriff.
Man, look, they had a little bridge you can drive across. They had no rails on it. Like,
Jimmy from the Schwag runs it. Like he has this like property called Mother Nature's resort or something like that, and they just threw these parties out there.
Huh.
It's
Yeah, it was
fucking,
dope.
yeah, it's fucking awesome. It's
I
so
tell you what,
awesome.
you don't need your phone though. It's gonna go out of service.
Yeah, it will. It will.
That's perfect for me. I'm like, I love being able to sit, like, especially, like, I do anything, like, it's like where I'm gonna be out, like, in the middle of nowhere, like, oh, this is great, my phone finally fucking stopped vibrating.
Well, no, it was cool, but I'm like,
It was a fucking blast.
I'm the only black person out here in the woods. White people, and my phone ain't working. Something's wrong. But no, it was, man.
That's so
Just
funny.
watch out for the people.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I was like, I seen a Jason movie like this one time. Anyways.
There was a that was a fun festival. Yeah, Jimmy from the Schwag throws those, and like those are he does these marijuana festivals. They're fucking fun, man. Like there's an entire row of like, for me, pre-rolls. They probably sell everything, but like I'm like you can get handfuls of pre-rolls.
Yeah, I just leave my hand out, bro. And they just filled it up. Just walking through the crowd.
We were throwing weed out too. Like I was hosting some of the events after that a little bit, just as I was there. I wish I wouldn't have been working that, dude. I was working all summer, so I couldn't like take advantage of being there all. I would have stayed all weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jeremy, fucking say shit on Friday. I'd be bragging about it till
Oh, wait,
Sunday.
it was the whole weekend?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
No. If I wasn't working, I would have like camped out the whole fucking weekend and
Yeah.
like be like, yeah, Jeremy on Friday, just bragging about my set, like for fucking 3 days straight, like smoking all the weed there. Fucking, that shit was fun though. I couldn't. Yeah, I had a fucking bartend that night. I was bartending all summer.
I had a great time, man.
That was fun though. No, your sets were great.
I like doing different, this stuff kind of helps us comedians build, you know what I'm saying? Doing different type of settings and crowds and stuff like that. That was probably my first time doing that type of event, especially out there the way it was too. So yeah, man.
Yeah, it sounds like being cool.
Yeah, it was weird because it was like a hippie thing, but it was comedy.
Like me, bitch.
Yeah.
You could have, you wanted to go?
In hindsight.
Okay, well, I'll invite you next time. Like,
Yeah, you should go back and.
or get a fucking time
I
machine.
come back whenever, man. He said get a time machine. You might want to go
We'll
back
do
in time.
more.
We can do it over.
We'll do more. No, Jimmy's always throwing for parties out there. So no, we'll do some. Like that's a fun thing. Like Lake of the Ozarks. It's a little bit outside of that, and like you just fucking you camp there. You go like the river access, all that stuff. If I'd have not been working, I would have stayed the whole weekend. I was just like.
I feel like a lot of times you're like, hey, do you want to like party on Tuesday? And I'm like, I mean, no, I gotta like work tomorrow. So.
It was a weekend. It was a. It used to be the Regalia. It used to be the Regalia Theater out there, which had an awesome pool and like this huge building. And then they moved it to like the middle of nowhere in the woods with like some cabins you could rent, and like RVs you could rent and shit. And you could pull up RVs, I think. And like it was. I mean, if I wasn't working, I would pull up my boss the whole weekend. Just partied there all weekend.
I kind of just go out there whenever. Shit.
Yeah, he still throws parties.
Yeah.
He'd book you. I mean, he'd book us again. I mean, easy.
Well, I'm down, man. Go
That's
back
all.
out there and do it again.
It's-
Good time, son.
No, it's fun. The weed festivals are always good.
But yeah, dope show, man. Like I said, I had a great time with you, man.
That's fun, man. Like,
We got this stuff going here in St. Louis now, so big shout out to the city of St. Louis. I fuck with St. Louis, man. They've been showing me a lot of love since I've been here. So.
Were you from Illinois originally?
Yeah, I'm from Illinois. I'm from Chicago, and
Okay.
by way of Bloomington, Normal as well.
Like suburbs, city, what part?
So I grew up in the city part of Chicago.
Okay.
I grew up right in Cabrini Green projects. So,
Oh, okay.
if you do a little bit of research about Chicago and the old housing projects.
So you were balling, is what you're saying.
You said, say that again?
I said, so you were balling then, right?
You said I was balling. No, I was far from balling. Hey, what do the black people call it now? It's called the trenches, my guy. The trenches of Chicago. By no means, like my mom, she worked hard for everything that she had, but it was also a lot of us. And yeah, man, I mean, those cities, those streets kind of molded me to who I am today. I didn't always start with comedy. I was into sports and stuff like that growing up, like any normal kid, but yeah. In the city park. Then, like I said, I moved to Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. Probably when I was about like 16, 17, did a little bit of high school out there, graduated, went to Illinois State University for a couple of years. So,
Right on.
and that's where kind of, like I said, the comedy started for me right there in the heart of Illinois, like central Illinois,
Oh, okay.
Peoria, Champaign, Illinois.
Gotcha.
Like I started doing my comedy out there and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
I work
okay.
out in Effingham every once in a while, so.
I did some
You
shows.
said Effingham? Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's like that's about as far as I go usually.
I did some shows in Champaign before. I forgot what the place is called, but
Them boys out there, Taylor.
this was 10 years ago, probably.
The Tuttle brothers, Jesse and Justin Tuttle, they got the CU comedy scene out there. I normally perform at when I go there is like they had a place called the Clark Bar.
Yeah.
It was a nice place. But yeah, Champagne got a nice little scene.
I haven't been there in 10 years, but like I've heard something like that. It's been a second.
College town, yeah, they got a nice.
Yeah, it's a
scene.
fun town. Yeah, no, it's definitely fun. You have shows coming up?
So I do got some shows coming up that I'm just kind of like doing spots on. Cause like I said, I'm still new to St. Louis. I'm still.
Where can they find you? Like,
So you can find me on Instagram.
no, I mean, where are your shows?
Shows coming up. I don't know the venue for November 2nd. I'm gonna have to put them on have them follow me on Instagram.
There you go, yeah.
All of my flyers are on there. But I do host the mic, which I usually host it tonight. We do it every Wednesday. It's me and my guy Black Charles. It's called Winged Wednesday. We do it at a place that sells like great ass wings. But we get a lot of comedians that come through, poets, musicians come through and fuck with us. It's a late night mic. It's literally after every single mic that happens in St. Louis on a Wednesday. We start like at 10 o'clock. So, if you want to come get some late night work in, that's where you'll see me. But yeah, I mean, as far as like shows coming up, I got one on November 2nd. But like I said, you got have to follow me on Instagram, which is like I said, Mr.YesSir24 on Instagram. I have my flyers and stuff on there that's coming up for sure.
Cool, man. Yeah, you
And then like I'm always out on the scene too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I bounce back and forth from like clubs as well, Funny Bone, Helio, KJ's on Broadway is another place. I performed at
I've been trying to book KJ's, man. Like
that's a good room, man.
On the door it says you have to be like 32 or over or some shit. Is that on the
35
door? 35 over, yeah, on the door. Dude, no, I've been trying to book that fucking
Imagine
place.
having to get ID. You like, bitch, I'm 21.
You're not 35 though.
You're not 35, you gotta get out of here.
Yeah, the door literally says you have to be 35 to go inside.
No, yeah, but it's a great room to work out, man.
I want to do a show.
Real nice crowd up in there all the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely.
That's cool, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, thanks, man. for
Yeah,
taking the time
I appreciate
tonight.
y'all having me.
Great set. You're funny, man. And like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
everybody follow him and check out his stuff. And
Follow me,
funny
man.
shit.
Like I said, on Facebook, Mr.YesSir24. Also follow me on Facebook. It's just Khamandi Johnson. That's it. You'll see me sitting in the chair. I also have a podcast too as well, which we'll get you on.
Did you ever say how to spell your name?
Oh, no, I didn't.
That might be helpful.
Might be helpful. They like, Khamandi, what the fuck you saying?
We're white. We don't know how to
We
fucking
supposed to
spell
spell
that.
that shit?
Yeah, white people can't spell. We're in Missouri. We can't.
They can
fucking
spell Johnson. My slave owns Johnson. Anyways, again, Khamandi, Khamandi. It's Khamandi. Khamandi Johnson, Khamandi Comedian Johnson on all platforms. So, yeah, man.
There's no way in the fuck I would have been able to spell that. I'm like,
It's just like the kids who used to always make fun of my names. You ain't no better than them niggas. I was just talking shit. But that's what's up, man. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all having me on. Follow me on all platforms, all up and coming shows that I'm doing here in St. Louis too as well. Come out, support, man. Support live comedy. Keep supporting Anthony Rogers. And thank y'all for having me, fellas. Yeah.
okay, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. Shout out to the St. Charles. Check them out online. Check out any parties they have coming up. That's Brad. Thanks, buddy. Well,
Oh yeah. So it'll already be out by the time this comes out, but it's a new song, Twin Omens.
the description.
Yeah. So that comes out on Halloween Day. It's already been submitted. It's technically out on YouTube, but it's gonna be on Spotify and everything else tomorrow for me now. But whenever the fuck this is posted, I guess.
Artificial ending in the description.
Yeah,
As you saw
artificial ending. Yeah, I guess I should mention the name again. Artificial ending. Yeah. So check it out.
All right, then go to anthonyrogers.us/shop, buy a fucking t-shirt. And then also anthonyrogers.us/shows. We got some Florida shows coming up. We got Tulsa show coming up. I'm in Cape this weekend. Go to some of these fucking shows. Travel there. Bye.